What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Specifically in today's video, we need to talk about the correction that took place 2 days ago on most of the major cryptocurrencies. This continuation to the downside is still in effect, and we are trying to figure out where exactly and what exactly we are going to be doing with this for the next couple of days. Are we going to be peaking at a bottom support, hanging out there, holding and reversing upwards, or are we going to be continuing to head lower on most of these major cryptocurrencies? As you guys can clearly see here on XRP, over the past couple of days, we have been seeing a very long and large sideways channel here, finally breaking through the support after weeks of trading sideways, like 17 days, broke bearish through the support, confirmed a buy-in opportunity. I hate when this dictionary pulls up, my apologies again. And you can see we've pulled all the way back down to our bottom support right here. It seems something like that, but now we're trying to figure out, are we going to be staying here? Because now this is, moving on to the second day of this kind of consolidation, or are we going to continue to drop lower? The only reason I think we're hanging out here a little bit longer than we have is, yeah, there's a chance we could see some sort of support here. There's definitely a possibility on that. We'll figure it out a little bit later. But more so, we're nearing oversold, and that's causing prices to kind of have an issue heading lower. However, we still have our short position open here. I still have confidence that we might be heading a little bit lower here, but we did take a risk, and we're trying to see how this plays out. As for the other cryptocurrencies here, again, lots of consolidation, and it almost seems like XRP is kind of in line with a lot of these cryptocurrencies here with the sideways movement here. Ethereum falling down to a price floor, trading sideways yet again. Same thing with Bitcoin hitting a floor, trading sideways again. So we're kind of in cahoots now. Are we going to be breaking lower? Are we going to be breaking upwards? Are we just going to continue this consolidation here? Because it's very odd and peculiar where these cryptocurrencies have pulled back down to. We had a beautiful bull trap here, immediate reversal to the downside, and we've now fallen to a clear, and I mean clear, price floor. Look at how many times we have retested this floor here and used it as a means of support to eventually head up higher. So there's a big chance that this is still at play. However, this does open, more aggressive opportunities to potentially long to the upside or short to the downside, and not just Ethereum, Bitcoin as well. And the S&P 500 has really not done much at all yesterday, literally just more so consolidation, but you can also see we are starting to skew lower, and I'm actually starting to notice the possibilities of maybe some sort of symmetrical triangle that we could draw on the 4-hour charts later on in today's video. But with that being said, I want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, ACTA Finance here, the world's first cross-chain DeFi ecosystem powered by Avalanche and a few other things. As you guys can see, ACTA Finance also has ACTA Swap, which the swap will offer world's first cross-chain liquidity aggregator with active liquidity pools on each swap, which the available token bridges automatically analyze the deep liquidity of an asset to provide the best results for the trader. Now, there's a lot more that they offer here. They have a huge ecosystem of tons of different things here: launchpads, margin trading, Actify Swap, like I said, staking, so on and so forth here. But ACTA Finance reached out to me because they want your help with their voting here. As you guys can see, ACTA Finance has been selected for DAO Maker's vote bribes process. And as you can see, they need your help trying to get ACTA Finance on the list of DAO makers. So today until May 12th, which is literally just 2 days away, they need your help voting on their platform here. More information about this voting will be not only in the description, but later on in today's video, as well as more information on ACTA Finance. So please stick around, and also make sure to check out ACTA Finance, as they really do want your help with their voting here. And, it's just voting. It's literally just clicks. So just make sure to go do that, please. Now, with that all being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. So guys, as you can see, over the past couple of days, we've been seeing some very peculiar movements here, and just about 2 days ago, we started to see the correction to the downside here. You could see the 4-hour triangles were starting to break bearish here. Drops were starting to take place. And then even yesterday, we were starting to see prices dip lower here. You can see we really started to confirm that break to the downside here as the prices started to slide lower and lower and lower. And that leaves us with today. What exactly is going on? Where exactly are we going to be doing these trades? Are we going to be stopped out? So on and so forth. There's a lot of questions revolving the way these markets are moving as of today here. And you can see markets kind of hit some sort of bottom, and it's quite peculiar if you ask me here. Most of these major cryptocurrencies after the correction, which really was not long at all, has hit some sort of price floor and is trading sideways now. You can see, correction to the downside, and now we've hit a floor as of yesterday. Sideways movement, flatlined out on almost every single major crypto. XRP, sideways movement. Cardano, sideways. Doge, sideways. Solana, so on and so forth here. So we have, without a doubt, hit some sort of floor that we now need to analyze and figure out. Are we going to hold this, maintain it, or are we going to head lower or reverse to the upside? Which is quite difficult if you ask me, because you can see here something like XRP. Within its sideways channel here, it did break down. This is typically a sign of continued correction to the downside. The problem is this is 3 days of consolidation and reversal back up to some sort of price floor here, which if we draw in does show signs of an actual support that maybe we may have missed. You can see this is literally the top retest of this major resistance here and the consolidation here. And here we are retesting it yet again. So it is quite peculiar. And if we zoom in, we get some sort of answers here where there is some sort of sideways support here. Maybe there's a symmetrical triangle forming. But we jump to the daily, you can see there's also some sort of support, but we are starting to skew lower here. The rejection off the weekly moving average is happening here. And it's interesting because it's very similar to what we've seen in the past here, which is kind of the reference that I have. You can see after breaking out of the purple downtrend on XRP. We've had this downtrend for years, literally since 2021, 2022, now to 2023. We broke bullish, finally outside of there. First thing we did was explode up to the moving average. We did buy in at 38 cents, so we are still doing very well. But regardless, you can see we've retested the moving average here, and we rejected clear as day and are correcting to the downside. And it's interesting because this is exactly what has happened in the past here. Back in 2020 here, when we broke through the downtrend here, we exploded up to retest moving average. We rejected off of it, as you can see happening again. Then we consolidated before seeing the major volatility. So it's very possible that we're seeing the same consolidation, and then we'll have flatline movement, and then seeing another major break to the upside here. It's truly how I believe the market is going to continue to pan out. So it's very possible that maybe we've hit a support here, or maybe we'll fall down to 39 cents, consolidate, and then we'll see the major swings in the markets here, as we've seen very clearly back in 2021, which was foreshadowing the big breakout or the big bull market in 2021, 2022, which is exciting here. So it is quite interesting. It's quite peculiar. We don't know for sure where exactly we're going to be moving to, but it's pretty odd, if you ask me, that this is starting to see this consolidation, and it's very much so in line with these other cryptos. But before we continue on with the other altcoins, I just want to talk a little bit more about ACTA Finance with you, though. I want to give a huge shout out to ACTA Finance for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects, though, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, ACTA Finance needs your help. The crypto markets have been recovering over the last 2 months after a 14-month downtrend, which eliminated many projects that had launched at the end of the bull run. While other projects failed to fundraise or ran away with investor money, ACTA Finance has been developing its own ecosystem MVP and recently started marketing its products on the Avalanche testnet. ACTA Finance empowers individuals and organizations to take control of their financial futures. They are standalone for so many reasons, but most notably for their people-first mindset and ACTA non-verba, acts not words philosophy. With a focus on transparency, security, and accessibility, ACTA Finance is building a decentralized financial protocol that introduces many centralized features on-chain for the first time. Now, in recent news, ACTA Finance has been selected for DAO Maker's vote bribes process. So if you want ACTA to list on DAO Maker, then this is your chance to make it a reality. Today until May 12th, you have the power to vote ACTA Finance's listing to the largest on-chain launchpad in the world. Their inclusion of ACTA Finance in the vote bribes process signifies their faith in their cutting-edge DeFi platform and is a monumental opportunity for them to gain traction and reach new heights. Not only that, but wallets with higher asset balances will have stronger vote strength, and $10,000 worth of ACTA rewards will be given away in a permissionless airdrop for votes. Moreover, to maximize the chances of listing on DAO Maker, voting with wallets that hold a minimum of $500 worth of crypto value is required to make the vote valid and qualify for the airdrop. Now, back to ACTA Finance's technicals. Their comprehensive suite of tools and resources are are designed to help both experienced financial professionals and those who are just starting to manage their financial well-being. The company aims to help users optimize their financial strategy, make informed decisions, and achieve their long-term goals. ACTA Finance is more than just a protocol. It is a community of individuals and organizations working towards a shared vision of a more abundant, innovative, and inclusive financial future. The ACTA Finance ecosystem offers a vast suite of products, including staking, farming, NFTs, a swap, a DAO program, and much, much more. All in all, though, the ActaFi ecosystem is designed to empower individuals and organizations to take control of their financial futures. ACTA Finance's use of a DAO for decision-making and its Crew 3 community competition demonstrates their commitment to inclusivity, transparency, and community involvement. And their active steps towards listing, now that the decision has been made, shows beyond doubt that actions stand behind all of their words. With that being said, though, if you want to join the ACTA fam, then make sure to help them out by voting and also making sure to check the links in the description below. Otherwise, shout out to ACTA Finance for sponsoring today's episode, and let's get back into the technical analysis. So guys, as you can see within Ethereum here, there is a lot of sideways consolidation, which is quite interesting if you ask me as well. So not only are we seeing XRP hit some sort of support here, but we're also seeing Ethereum and Bitcoin also seeing another support, which is also quite peculiar as well, that things are starting to correlate with each other. You can see within Ethereum here that we did hit a bottom support, and we are retesting it again as I speak. And we've hit this quite a lot of times. And the fact that we're starting to see it happen again here, this is the fourth retest of support, it almost seems like maybe we have more of an opportunity of reversal than we do have of a correction to the downside. And the same thing could be said with XRP. And the reason being is because we haven't really broken through it in the past here. We're starting to retest this, hit this, and maybe we'll start to see that consolidation to the upside here. So the fact that we're retesting the support does scream possible, reversals to the upside here. It makes me think a little bit more like there's a 70% bull market reversal than there is a bear market to actually take place here. And that's why things get a little bit peculiar. The fact that we're using this as a support. Yeah, we broke through a beautiful 4-hour symmetrical triangle, but it did pull us down to a bottom support. Again, this is looking at the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, there was opportunity to capitalize off this short, but the fact that we're hitting the price floor screams, hey, maybe now it's time that we're going to probably start to see reversals back to the upside here as we start to trade inside the sideways channel. And that could be said with a lot of these cryptos, with Ethereum as well. Starting to see a lot of these consolidations and actually use this as a means of support here instead of breaking upwards, instead of breaking downwards through it. Obviously still a possibility, but the fact that we have this support here and the fact that all these cryptos are using it as a support screams that same thing could be said with XRP and a lot of these other cryptos. You can see for the S&P 500, it looks a little peculiar too. It's like we're almost trying to draw some sort of uptrend here, and then we're trying to draw some sort of downtrend. Now, obviously, this isn't accurate in any sense because it is so early in the game on the 4-hour charts, but you can see the higher low and lower high formation here as we fill in the gap, retesting moving average. There's a lot of odd things that can come from these movements here. There really, really, really is, and we just kind of have to wait it out and see what exactly is going to happen. So with all that being said, though, definitely make sure to check out ACTA Finance and make sure to vote and help them out. But with all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.